You're watching Guude. You're watching Guude. Fighting just to save our lives. Got you laughing every night.
Hello guys, welcome back. Another episode of Vanilla Minecraft on the Mindcrack server. As always, this is Jason. And it's raining. As it does. You know how it is on the Mindcrack server. So just logged on and I saw that I've been visited. That's all I've seen so far is some ladders. And so I don't know what to expect when I'm expecting. But I'm sure that there's more than ladders here. Grab I need to be fast so that I can quickly see everything. I already had one, I guess, right here. Probably am going to need inventory space. Something tells me that I've been pranked. That's the problem with letting people know where you live. They start showing up. It's like having relatives in the real world. Before you know it, they're showing up at your house and eating all your food. And, you know, doing other shit that you don't like. Petting your cat. Masturbating in front of your computer. The usuals. So anyways, today is February the 26th. And this will be episode 37. The 18th episode since we've started doing Mindcrack for Extra Life charity. For every $500 we raise, extralife.org, the link's in the description, I will do an episode here on the server. And after this episode airs, only 4 episodes remain before I stop making episodes again. Assuming there are no more donations. Not counting the 3 episodes that I will be doing with Kurt. So, technically there's 4, 5, 6, 7. I did the math. Okay, I see a sign. Oh, this looks the same. Okay. There's something very green. Very green. Let's take it in as we go. Okay, it's very... What? It's glass. It's a margarita. That is a margarita. I wonder if I can drink it. Okay, so there's... I don't know, not sure what the ladders are for. Okay, here we go. Hello. This was a prank by OMG Chad, Arcus, Sevudus, Pause, Unpause, Hello. Is hello one of them? Chad lost all his stuff. Poor Chad. Chad broke my heart, and now I feel incomplete. Mostly by Chad and Arcus. Why do I feel like they were the ones drinking a margarita? Oh my god, look at that lime on the side. This margarita is amazing. Holy crap. Who is this artistic to make such a beautiful thing? Is it hollow in the center? Oh, they had 3 little beds there. But there was 4 of them. Something awkward happened here. Oh man, I wonder if that's... What is that? What is the green stuff? Is that green glass? I guess it's gotta be, right? Is it all the way full, or is it just like... We gotta go up there. We gotta go and see. So, what has happened since yesterday? Well, not a lot has happened since yesterday, actually. I have not done a lot of things in the real world since yesterday. Today was Space Engineers Days. As I'd warned in the previous episode, we were short one episode this week. Why did I kind of go into it? Am I in it? Are my feet? Well, I can't see my feet. I feel like I went. I feel like I'm. I can't. I don't have perspective. Like it's messing with my mind. Man, it looks like it really is full of. This is a lot of green glass. Do I have my silk touch pick on me? I don't. I almost just jumped. not just jump. Let me get my silk touch pick. Let's grab this glass. Let's see if it's full. That's insane, man. These are insane people. Oh, that's what the ladders are for. I will use them for that purpose. So speaking of space engineers, we've made an executive decision that we are no longer going to be doing Space Engineers as a daily series. And there's a couple reasons behind that. The main one is that we hope to do Medieval Engineers at some point. But there's also the reason of I will be going to PAX here very soon, and we did not have enough time to record for the whole time I was gone anyways. So it was either going to be we miss a whole week or we go back to every other day. So we've decided to go back to every other day, at least until PAX is over, but probably permanently because we will start alternating with Medieval Engineers. That is the plan, at least. I'm not really sure how... Okay, so here's the story of Space Engineers. I wanted to play it for a long time. Never really got around to it because it didn't have multiplayer. When they finally added multiplayer, it was all over it. And so I asked the guys if they wanted to play too. And so we checked it out. Me, Avidia, Pause, Co, and Milby, and we had a good time. So we kept playing. And Pause... originally we were going to check it out and then immediately do like a PvP season. That was our plan. But after we checked it out, we basically realized how much of a grind it was to do a PvP. Which is something... Oh man, I got like the hiccups or something. I went way down there and get my silk touch pick, didn't I? I got the ladders instead. Alright. That's alright though, because now we can easily get up and down. I was about to say, I guess I would have known something was up because all my grass would have been grown. Well, not my grass, my wheat would have been grown. But I guess it doesn't really matter because no matter what, I would have known something was up because of the giant fucking margarita in my face. I think that would have teed you off, Jason. Just that. Okay, here's the silk touch. Alright. So anyways, yeah, having a good time and everything. And then whenever we were up in Vancouver, Fedrin was like, have you ever reached out to him to see if there's anything more you guys could be doing together if you talk to the developers? It's like, no, we're just enjoying the game and so on. So she reached out and contacted him and was like, here's these guys. They've done at this point, over 400 videos, if you count all of our videos together, of the game, and just wanted to let you guys know. And so they responded back to her and me, and we're like, yeah, we're we always like people playing our game, blah blah blah. If you ever have anything you need or whatever, just reach out, and here's our info. And so I just replied back to him, hey, thanks, and we're enjoying your game, blah blah. That's it. Whenever they announced Medieval Engineers, I emailed him back again, and I was like, hey, we saw that you guys have announced Medieval Engineers. We're really excited about the idea of this, and we're really interested in being involved, and we just wanted to let you know. And they were like, cool, we'll put you on the list of YouTubers, so whenever we start... Okay, here was their exact response. Because, see, I didn't read it the way that Co ended up reading it, but once he said it, it all made a little bit more sense. The exact response was, yeah, we're familiar with your group. If you ever make a video with Space Engineers that you think is any good, let us know, and we'll promote it. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I didn't read it as, if you ever make anything that's worth a damn, let us know. And now I know that they're not, their English is not their first language, so I think there is a possibility here that that's not the way they meant it, but it's a possibility that that is the way they meant it. And the more I look at it, the more I believe that is the way they meant it. I don't think we're playing the game that they envisioned people to play Space Engineers. I think we're too derpy for them. We're not hardcore engineers, so to speak. Again, I don't know. This is speculation. This is purely speculation, guys. But then he said that they put us on the list, and that they would send us access so we could promote the game whenever they sent out any YouTuber access. So when I was in Texas, I saw that YouTubers have started putting out videos of medieval engineers, and so I emailed him back, and I was like, hey man, I saw that you guys have started sending out keys for YouTubers, and I was curious, based on your previous email, if you were still going to send us one. And they responded with, oh yeah, don't worry, we'll make sure you guys get access before anyone else. And then the game went on sale. 3 days ago, after the game had been on sale, I mean, I already bought it and everything, they sent me a key, one key, not enough keys for Bilby and Co. And I don't really care, like, I'm not looking for handouts or anything like that. I mean, we just wanted to play the game and promote the game, and have a good time. But that is the story of our interactions with Keen Software. And so, I don't know if I'm reading too much into it or what, but I don't know. We were definitely not... Things did not happen the way we were told, that's for sure. But, whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I just want to play the game and have a fun time. But there is that. So there's the whole story. That said, I have no idea when Medieval Engineers will have multiplayer, and I don't really have any interest in just playing the game creatively by myself. The same thing was true with Space Engineers. That's why it took so long for there to be a Space Engineers series on my channel, because I want to play it single player. I want to play it multiplayer. It's kind of like Don't Starve. I've never even opened up Don't Starve as a single player game. I've only played it multiplayer. It just seems like that type of game is meant to be played multiplayer. I don't know. Is there a faster way to break glass? I don't think there is. My soap touch doesn't have any efficiency on it. Let's see if see, that's breaking fortune efficiency. Breaking fortune efficiency. I don't want to waste any this green glass. I want the green glass, but the just because it's died. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the green glass, but yeah, that's not any quicker. That's not any quicker. Is there like an object that's meant for breaking glass? There's not, is there? I don't think there is. I don't think there is. I had talked about before that 2K had mentioned they were going to give us keys for Borderlands, and then everyone took that as, since we did not play Borderlands the pre-sequel, that I'm just some kind of piece of shit asshole that will only play games if I'm given a key. And the truth of the matter is, there's very few games I've ever been given a key for, and it did not have any effect on whether or not I was going to play the game. I've only ever done one sponsored video. I'm pretty sure this is accurate. I can't remember ever doing any other sponsored video, and that was for Smite, which is a game I've wanted to play forever anyways, and so it wasn't really that big of a sponsorship. It was like an extra $2 CPM on top of the normal YouTube ad revenue, so it was an extra $2 for every 1,000 views, and I think that video got 10,000 views, so I made $20, something like that. So I definitely was not putting that video just because of the extra CPM. That's for sure. But as you guys all know, I don't give a shit about the money anyway, so to think that I would be doing this for some money related reason, that's what blows my mind. Is everyone, it's like they're quick to say, well, Guude's not doing it for the money, and then they're also quick to say, well, look at him. Look at him. I guess people are just quick to assume the worst about everyone, and that's just human nature. It's a shame, though. I want this to break quicker. I don't think there's any way to make that happen. These guys are assholes. It's a lot of lime glass. So, it was kind of funny, the whole Margarita thing, because it's become a staple of the Gob series now, which I don't even know how that happened. I just happened to make a Margarita right before we played the last little bit of Monstrosity, and Chad was just like, oh my god, how can I get that in my life? And he was like, I bet I got all the ingredients here. And I was like, there's no way you just happen to have all the ingredients in your house to make margaritas. That didn't make any sense. He had all the ingredients he needed in his house to make margaritas. The only thing he had, like this lime substitute that it wasn't just like lime juice extract. It was or like come from concentrate like that. It's like some, I don't know, something he uses to make oh god damn it, what the hell is that drink with Oh, I should know this. It's a man with a bartender's license. It's not Moscow Mules. It's damn it. Well, it's lime juice, ginger beer, and I don't remember what liquor goes into it. It doesn't matter. If someone said it, I would recognize the word. I can't think of it right now, though. Anyways, God, someone's gonna tell me there was a better way to do this. I'm gonna be really sad that I had not thought of it. I feel like there's got to be a faster way to break glass. I feel like I've broke glass quicker than this right here before in my life of glass breaking. Got a lot of glass breaking in my history. I remember there was this commercial on TV when I was a kid where like these kids were just vandalizing like a building, like breaking windows with glass. And I remember saying, wow, that looks really fun. And my dad was a cop and he was like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I remember him just like losing his shit over it. Like they were like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, I don't know, it looked really fun to break all that glass with those rocks. He was like, don't be an asshole, you piece of shit. My dad smoked pot when I was younger. Not like in front of me or anything like that. Like I said, he was a police officer after all. But especially once he got cancer, he would once he got cancer, he would smoke pot in front of me because he shook really bad. So I've taught us before, and so I needed to help him with the rolling aspect of that. But there was a period of time when I had first started going to school up here, and obviously I didn't know anything like that. He did a very good job of hiding it. I guess as a good parent should. And there was a kid on the bus that had tried to give me, well, I don't remember the exact order of operations, but there was a kid on the bus that knew me and my cousin were fighting, and I was sitting with him. He was much older than us, and he offered me a switchblade, and it was real. He pulled it out and showed it to me on the bus, and I turned it down. And he also offered me pills. I don't even know what they were, but they were like, here's some pills too. But he'd offered me the switchblade to like kill my cousin with. He was like, I'll let you have it if when you get off the bus you stab him right here in front of everyone. And I turned him down. I didn't kill my cousin, just so we're clear on that. I guess you know that because you've seen him in videos, and he doesn't have like a big knife hole in his forehead or anything. But so when I got off the bus, I remember talking to my dad about it, but I didn't tell my dad any details. I just said, see, I later in my life realized my dad thought that I was onto him, basically. I told my dad, I was like, so what should you do if you know someone is doing drugs and you don't know, you don't want to cause any trouble or anything. I remember he was just like, well, it's not always the right thing just to go and tell on people. It really depends on the situation. I didn't tell him about the knife. The next day at school, I told my cousin, actually, even though him and I hated each other enough to the point where I wasn't contemplating killing him, but I was being offered knives to kill him. I told my cousin about it. We went and told the principal. And I remember they went and like took the guy's... The guy wasn't on our bus anymore after that either, but they went and like took his bag, and I guess he didn't have the knife with him that day because he was still in school the next day. I accidentally brought a knife to school one time, and it was a complete accident. This is when I lived in Texas, and I'm pretty sure I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I had been arguing with the kid. I think his name was... No, his name wasn't Greg. Doesn't matter. I've been arguing with a kid, as you do in school. I think we'd gotten into a fight in gym or something like that, and we had to go down to the office and all that. So it was like recorded that I'd been in a fight. I've definitely told a story before because I remember people getting upset about this shitty teacher. So we had this weird thing where you would go to lunch in the middle of your class. It was only in that school. I don't know why the hell we were doing that. I don't know how anyone thought that was a good idea. Like, how are you gonna split like an hour and a half class into two 45-minute sessions and hope people pay attention? But for me, it was my English class, so I'd left to go to lunch. I guess this was like 6th grade, 5th grade, somewhere in that range. Because that's when we lived in Texas. And it probably was about 5th grade. or hell, I guess it could have been like 7th or 8th, actually, now that I think about it. Who knows? Anyways, it was somewhere between 5th and 8th grade. And left to go to lunch, and when I came back from lunch, okay, let me start over. I had put a boot knife in my inner coat jacket when I'd gone down. In fact, in that video, the Texas video with the canal, I'd go and walk down to the canal the day before, and I'd put a boot knife in my inner coat jacket, little jean jacket. And when I got to school the next day, I realized I never took it out, and I felt it in my coat pocket, and I freaked out. I was like, oh, fucking hell. And adult me now knows, just take it down to the office and be like, I actually brought this to school. Here, sorry about that. My bad. Hell, they probably still fucking expel you, especially now at, you know, this day and age. I mean, if you make a gun with your finger and point it at someone, you probably get expelled. In fact, I think I've heard, I don't know if those stories are actually true. It might just be stupid propaganda. Anyways, so I put the knife in my book bag immediately, and then I just carry my book bag with me all day. They don't even let you do that at school now anymore. You have to put your book bag up like as soon as you get there. So anyways, I'd gone to lunch, come back, and like I was constantly checking this thing like to make sure it was still there. Get back from lunch, it's gone. And so I know something's happened, you know. But I don't say anything to the teacher or anything. I just know something's happened. So next class is art. I remember getting called down to the office, the middle of art, and get down there, and Coach Miniscalco, he was the assistant principal at the school at that time, and there was no, I told them the truth, the complete and utter truth, and I was not believed, and I was expelled from school. Nowadays, like I said, if you had a knife in school, you'd be expelled forever. I think I got like a 2-day suspension or something like that. Oh, and I think that's the first time I got in-school suspension when I came back. We had this woman. God, I can't remember her name. I'm surprised I can't, because she was the worst. If you got into in-school suspension in this school I went to Texas in, it was like you may never, ever get to leave again. Getting out was one of the hardest things. You just wouldn't believe it. Like, there was nothing you could do. There was no, like... You weren't given the rules that this woman had created for her in-school suspension when you walked in the room. But this woman had a very clear set of rules in her head as far as what was and was not allowed. And pretty much the only thing that was allowed was to sit very silently, very still, and never stop doing your schoolwork. Never ask a question, never make a weird movement, never do anything but sit and do your schoolwork. And when it comes time to go to the bathroom, in the hallway, do not look at anyone. If you get caught looking at someone, another day. I went into in-school suspension with a two-day thing. That's it. 2 days and I'm out. I ended up spending 2 weeks in in-school suspension because of the rules that are not given to you that you must follow. I don't remember the first one I broke. I think it was I slouched in my seat. Any slouching, extra day. And again, it wasn't like a, you've been warned. It was, Guude, you're slouching, extra day. What? What the fuck? Oh, I don't remember all the things. I do remember one of them was looking at someone in the hallway whenever we had gone to the bathroom. I got extra day for that. But I think even like being like, what? It would have been extra day, don't talk back. In fact, I remember getting an extra day for talking back at one point. I don't remember what I said when I talked back, but yeah. I remember whenever you finally got out of there. I think what she was trying to do was to make sure you never ever fucking came back. If you got out, man, you were leading a new life of nunship or something where you would never ever fuck up again and you would never be back. But I definitely ended up going back more than once. Cause that was the other thing. She wasn't the one in charge of sending you there. I remember after getting out too, feeling this like, I can only imagine it as whenever you've been kidnapped and you start like falling in love with your kidnappers. I can't remember what exactly that's called, but that, because I remember seeing her in the hall afterwards and just wanting to talk to her like a real person, and then she would treat you like a real person when you weren't in-school suspension too. It was like she was some kind of psychopath or something, man. I wish I could remember what that woman's name was. She definitely affected my life though. That's for sure. I'll never forget her ass. Just her name. I feel like it started with an R, like Rainier or something. Anyways, doesn't matter. This margarita. Wish I had a margarita to drink while I cleaned it up. So back to Chad and his margarita. He had everything he needed in his house to make a margarita, and I was shocked. And so now it's become a tradition on gob nights. It's margarita nights, which was probably a bad thing, as I talked about in the last episode, because we got pretty drunk. By episode 4 of this gob session, me and Chad are pretty drunk. And that map is hard. That map is so hard. We're going to have to, like, buckle down and be really good at the game to beat that map. I prefer the carefree and funny style of play to the super serious buckle down style of play. As can be seen by my 4,000 videos of doing just that. I don't know how close I am to 4,000. I was pretty close not too long ago, but there's not a good way to see that on YouTube. I see it on the mobile app sometimes, how many videos I have, but I don't know how many I have right now off the top of my head. Speaking of video numbers, though, the next episode after this one will be episode 500. And tomorrow I'm supposed to be being joined by Curtis, but I actually had a plan for episode 500, though I did not plan on a day of margarita cleaning. So I was going to work on some of that tonight, but we'll see. Episode 500 might just be me and Curtis hanging out, building the hospital, or it might be what I had planned, and episode 501 will be Curtis and I. We'll see. We'll see how far along I get with my episode 500 plan that I already had. We shall see. This season of Survivor started last night. I talked about that in the last episode too. The reason why I'm mentioning it now is because everyone keeps asking about this recap and Twitter and stuff. And I know that Jeff and MC Gamer are super excited to do it. I'm actually not, though. And the reason why, my wife's not happy about it either. The reason why is because it turns watching Survivor, a show that runs for an hour. Well, this episode 1 was an hour and a half. It took us 4 hours to watch that hour and a half last night because of the work that goes into creating a doc in order to discuss the episode later. So it changes. Basically, my TV time is the only time I get to relax, and turning Survivor into a job, what was basically my favorite show, has become a chore. And so I don't know how I feel about this recap thing. At the end of the last one, I was like, yeah, let's not do this again. But they want to do it again. So, I don't know. I definitely, like I said, I am prepared to discuss episode 1, but beyond that, I don't know. I don't really want to. It's not that I don't want to, it's just that I don't want to ruin the only recreation I have, basically. If that makes any sense. Which I think that's pretty easy to follow. We talked about Disney cruises not too long ago. I think I'm going to go on a Disney cruise, guys. I'm waiting to see what my grandma says, because we invited her to go with us. But we are thinking about, well, I almost booked it. Luckily, my wife follows me on Twitter. And she came in and stopped me, basically. Because I was, the other night, after Gob was recorded, I was in here tweeting, oh, god damn. Dude, they scared me so bad. Holy crap. I wasn't expecting that. Jesus. My heart's racing now. But yeah, I was in here in the middle of booking our trip. our cruise. I was sold. And it was literally the week after getting back from PAX, too. It was like the second weekend of March. But she stopped me, so we're not going on a cruise the second weekend of March. But I think we're going in April sometime. Or wait, yeah, March, April, yeah, I said that right. Maybe. I really wanted my grandma to go with us. She's 87 now, I think. I think I got the number right. And I thought it would be fun, but her mobility isn't the greatest. But I know they have handicap accessible stuff and everything. But she really was saying she doesn't know if she could fly and stuff like that again. I mean, I know she can. I know she can. I don't. People aren't already commenting. No, people that age fly all the time. Good, it's okay. No, I know she can fly, but I've talked about her before. How she's stubborn and doesn't like to be a burden in any way. What is what's this? Do you know what this is, Creeper? Why is this here? So I think that's her biggest thing, is she doesn't want to be a burden, I guess. But I really want her to come because I think daughter would enjoy it. I don't know how much of this stuff she'll remember later on. I have a lot of memories from that type of age, but it's very sporadic, you know. And there's really random stuff. Like one of my earliest memories is wiping a booger on a heater. That was like 3 or something. I don't know why I remember that. It wasn't like I got like in trouble and that like stood out or something. No, it's just me wiping a booger on a heater. That's the entire memory. That's it. It's in the house I still live in right now. So, in theory, that booger could still be there. It's not, because I'm sure like some bug or something ate it at some point. It's like basically protein, right? Or something. I don't really know what mucus is made out of. I don't know. Don't eat your burgers, kids. That's a weird thing. I don't know why people do that as adults. Because I've definitely seen tons of adults eat their boogers. I mean, everyone's got snot that's ran down the back of their throat, and they've coughed up a loogie at some point. So everyone, even if you've never tried a booger, if you've never picked and tasted, you've had the same equivalent of your boogers in your mouth at some point in your life. So ain't none of us here exempt from having the boogers in their mouth. You may have just taken a different route of delivery. You Google mapped it, and you didn't come out the nose and then into the finger and into the mouth. You basically just went out around the back way. You came in the back door. But every one of us have basically eaten boogers. But to be a grown man and to be sitting at stoplight eating a booger, that I don't get. I don't understand it. What are you doing? I mean, maybe you don't want to wipe it in your car, but just the thought. Why would you put it in your mouth? Flick it out the window or something. I don't know. I don't know why people eat boogers. That's the moral of my story. That's the point I was trying to get across. I can understand as a kid, you don't know any better. There's a video on my channel from PlayOnCon, the very first PlayOnCon, where I could have edited it out because I knew it was there before I published it. I think there was a point where someone asked me if I knew it was there, and I lied and said I didn't. But I definitely did. But the kid was an asshole. So there was this kid at the first PlayOnCon, and he was a real jerk. He like called Eepla a bitch in the middle of the night, like just all kinds of things. He was kind of a jerk. But in the build competition, he's eating boogers left and right, man, and he's just right there in frame. Just he don't care that he's in a room full of people and there's a camera pointed at his face. Doesn't matter. Just eating them boogers, go like it's going out of style. And he's probably 13, 14 years old. To me, that's old enough where you don't. That's the same as the adult at the stoplight eating the boogers. It's too late. You should not be eating boogers at that age. You've passed the point of booger eating acceptance. These are the important stories and problems that face us that we need to address, identify, and something. I could be talking about things like net neutrality, you know what that is, or like marijuana legalization, but no. We're covering the things that make us tick and the boogers that we don't eat because we're adults. Yep. I'm gonna have a lot of lime green stained clay. Not clay. I wish it was clay. I will have some clay though, finally. I'm really happy about that. And Hey, I would have had melons if I hadn't already went and got melons. Does that break as a whole melon block? Yep. Wonder if axes break the quicker. No. I mean, I know shears do, but I was curious if axes did too. I feel like they should. I feel like anything with a sharp point should break wool quicker. So, like, maybe not picks, but axes and swords should, in my opinion. And that's what really matters here. This lime was just, they just outdid themselves with the lime, in my opinion. I mean, it's all good, but this lime, above and beyond. 10 out of 10. Well, guys, I think I'm going to clean the rest of this up here off camera. Get it out of the way so it's not here being all Margarita-y for other videos. But I am going to end my episode here, I think. Like I said, next episode, episode 500. And if you want to keep seeing more episodes after the next 7, then the link is in the description. If you, or even if you don't want to see episodes, if you want to help out sick kids or kids that may not necessarily be sick but have something that, I guess anything that, well, I guess no matter what, if you're going to hospital, you're sick in one way or another, right? Where you're in need of medical care. Yeah, if you want to help out some kids, donate to Extra Life Charity. And I appreciate everyone's support through all the episodes regardless. And appreciate you guys watching as always. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Show of stuff falling out of these chests. So I'm going to do as he says. And we're going to see what happens here. Oh man, that was funny. Look at all the spider eyes. Oh, hey, it's a golden record. I don't want it. Well played, Etho. So I guess TNT in a sense like this would be fine. Again, I just don't want people to have good intentions. Oh wait. P.S. I forgive you for the issue with the blaze spotters. You didn't know any better after all. I hate him. Oh man, he totally agreed. Oh, let's just not even get into it. It's just, I hate him. Get the hell out of here. Oh man, he would. So yeah, that's that. I'm gonna go back to working on this tower here and see. Let's see where we can go with that. And I'll update you guys in a bit. I hate you, Etho. Hey, gang guys, how's it going? So, you know, the other day, I missed that. You know, after I said that the pressure plates were making me stand up half a slab. I don't know what I was thinking. I was obviously the fence, but I came through here and I was gonna make this area. Actually, I got rid of like all the coal and stuff, and I made it all smooth stone, made it all pretty. But I was gonna make these stairs here, like fence with pressure plate and then wood in between. And so I had pressure plates right here, right? And I like walk up, step on them, it sets off this and fucks this all up. So yeah, I reverted back.